Ra, Rasputin, lover of the Russian queen. There was a cat that really was gone. Ra, ra, Rasputin, Russia's greatest love machine. It was a shame how he carried on.
He carried on.
Oh, well, yeah, I can't carry a tune. I'm tone deaf. I'm Cocomon.
You admit it. I didn't say it for once.
You're fired.
Oh.
Get out of my office.
No. Make me.
Okay. That will be right back. Okay, so
Hi.
good morning.
She's having one sip of Pepsi.
Happy Wednesday, one and all. Welcome to episode 32 of Digimon Seekers, covering chapter 3-1. You mothers. You could have made this stupid intermission 3-1 and the numbers would have aligned again.
Yeah, it would have been nice.
Wouldn't that have been nice? But no.
So 31 is 3-1. But no.
No,
we're not giving this chapter a number because it's the number 13. And you could have just made it 3-1.
Yeah, you could have done it the other way around. Instead of 2-1-3, it could have just been 3-1. But and for this chapter, like for this portion of the story, it being 3-1 or 3-2, I don't know if it matters. We seem to be following the same format of how chapter 2 started.
Yeah.
Because this is a big old flashback chapter. And before I forget, again, this is episode 32 of the Co-Crown podcast. My name is Eiji, joined along by my co-host, Miss Megmon.
Hello.
Yeah.
Episode 30, Minisode 32.
Minisode 32, you're right. Yeah.
Not just episode.
Not just
32.
episode, no. Episodes were on like 260 something.
Yeah.
Which I think it'll be 266 tonight on our live reaction to Cross Wars 40 and 41. Cross promotional plug. Now, but yeah, this is just kind of a flashback chapter. Tartarus, Marvin, maybe a few others of the Sons of Chaos. They try to break down the firewall or the gate to the digital world.
To the depths.
Into the depths, and it doesn't really go to plan.
Yeah, that's basically it.
Yeah, that's we got to see the relationship between Tartarus and Dorumon, which I thought was cool. When Doru Greymon shows up and Marvin's like, uh-oh, he means business, everybody get out of here. Yeah, Doru Greymon's basically a nuke. And you can sort of see it like from the size difference between Doru Greymon on the image here and Megadramon.
Yeah.
Which is Marvin's perfect level.
So he's not just far away.
No. Like they are like it does give the impression of this cow is small. Yeah. This cow is far away. But no, these are, they're showing the Sons of Chaos coming together to break down this gate, and we get a bit of lore, which I feel like we already knew, where the digital world or this other world kind of already existed, but when humans started making their own digital networks, the two crossed over. So the digital world created this gate to keep the boundaries separate. And whatever got left behind, the Digimon built the wall slums.
Yeah. So
this gate has basically kind of been there, as far as Digimon are concerned, since time immemorial.
Yeah. But we did get some more information on this gate and how to open it.
Yeah, so we need all 3 prototype Digimon.
Yeah.
Yulin gets a mention.
Yeah.
So at this point in the story, Yulin already has Ryudamon.
Yeah. I'm assuming they're like college age at this.
Well, we know from the trailer. When we talk like I did like a new chapter brings a new trailer, and no, I'm not going to play it this time.
Yeah.
A, because it's a claim nightmare, and B, because well, playing the other one didn't really go well because the audio kind of looped back on itself, and we were trying to talk over it as it happened, and it was just kind of a mess.
Yeah, so we just won't bother this time. We've seen it, so
yeah, like I'll put a link to it in the description.
We can watch it on mute or something here.
Yeah, but like it starts with Satsuki and Yulin like organizing all the the Commandramon and all like the Digi-police Digimon, and they're doing a rallying cry about taking down code crackers. And
it's funny, when it started I thought it was like a bunch of Digi-police, and then I looked a bit closer and I was like, oh, they're not humans.
Yeah. And just Satsuki's giant Numamon just standing out,
like the brightest thing in the middle of all of them, and he's about 2 foot taller than all of them.
You know, and then
Numamon does not need to be that size.
No, and then we get this kind of get this battle in a crater where it's like we see Tartarus and we get Tartarus's real name. Kosuke. Hold on, I might actually have to bring up the video.
Yeah.
Because we do get Tartarus's real name from the new video. Yeah, Meg has. This is Meg's fault. That's stuck in my head. Sorry. Yeah. So the trailer opens with Omegamon and Kazuchimon falling into the gate, and then like Eiji crying that his friend is dead.
Wearing black, very appropriate.
Yeah.
And that's not Leon. I'm sorry.
So then there's like a knock on the door or something, so somebody's come for Eiji, and then we get to the Digi-police gathering, and like there's Cargo-dramon, there's Mechanorimon, there's all those Commandramon. There's
like from this angle you can see why I thought it was a crowd of humans.
Right? I just realized something.
What?
That's Eiji.
Ah.
I didn't notice that before.
Yeah.
The blue.
Is it?
Yeah, like that, because that's not a Digi. Maybe. Oh no, wait, sorry, no, because there's another Digi-police agent there. Okay, just the blue. I got confused, but that's definitely Satsuki, and there's Numamon, and we have Ryudamon and Dor.
I thought those two things were just like on the side of the stage they're standing on.
No, they are far away.
They are far away.
They're actually far away. But yeah, so like they're doing like this rally about taking down code crackers, and yes, oh there it is. Kosuke Kisakata. So I don't know what relevance that'll have later on. But like we have Yulin wondering like what exactly he's up to. Now the chapter seems to imply that these two have either crossed paths, or maybe Yulin was part of the team and maybe went away, or
I feel like before Sons of Chaos or any of that was established, I feel like Yulin and Tartarus and Ryusenji, I think he was more their
probably their guiding figure as well.
Yeah, like he's their teacher or whatever.
Yeah.
And whoever this person that Tartarus mentions later.
Yeah.
I feel like they were a kind of a class team, you know.
Yeah. And sorry that this is kind of all over the place, guys. Like there's not a whole lot to this chapter.
No, there's not. Literally what we described at the start, that's the chapter.
Yeah, and they get chased off by a royal knight. And then it ends it would be years before they try to open the gate again.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh, maybe this is going to start like chapter 2 did, where like Tartarus is going to wake up and he's having this dream the same way Leon was having the other dream at the start of chapter 2.
Yeah.
And then this chapter is going to deal with like Yulin and Kosuke, or Tartarus's backstory.
Yeah, but if we just skip through the trailer, then we can get to what I thought the chapter was going to be. So Tartarus is a lot older, and I'm sorry, I didn't realize he was Japanese from the art.
Yeah,
which sounds stupid. But he very much, like, you're always calling him Chris Redfield.
Yeah. I thought
that ain't no Chris Redfield.
No, I based on his artwork, I thought he was. I just thought he was going to be, you know, I don't want to say militant, but I was getting Chris Redfield vibes off him. I thought he was just going to be no nonsense white man.
Yeah, and that's what he looks like in the picture. And he didn't look. But then again, like Eiji.
But Leon doesn't look like his picture. Eiji and Yulin are like, and maybe Sasuke are like the only ones that they looked at the actors and went, "Grant."
Yeah. But like Leon, no, the actor Leon is like someone put big googly anime eyes on the art of Leon.
He's an AI construct.
Yeah, he's.
We've said that a couple of times.
Yeah, we've said he's not a real actor.
Chapter 1, when his big face takes over the
screen.
That is just AI or computer generated, but
yeah. But this guy is not what I pictured at all.
No.
But neither was Leon, because
it's a funny thing like about
the Leon in the trailers as well has brown hair.
Yeah, he's not blonde, but the other thing, like, kind of this trailer confirms a few suspicions that we've kind of bantered about, because he says, "Oh, we made a deal with Ryu Senji." I'm like, oh, so Ryu Senji is part of this. Like,
now I feel like that might be to do what he talks about later.
What, with the Black Agumon?
Yeah.
Okay. Because we get the impression that's going to be a big thing in this chapter again. We see Dorumon, and then we go to like the slums again, and then we see Marvin's actor, who kind of handsome,
very handsome and perfect.
Yeah, Marvin's actor is actually perfect to his artwork. We get to see his Airdramon again, and then they mind link, and all the Commandramon and the Mechanorimon, and they're all heading towards this giant crater or gate.
I assume that's the gate.
Yeah. Like, and she's out of a helicopter, and we get to see Satsuki for like the first time in like I feel like 300 years.
Yeah. A helicopter?
It's Cargo-dramon.
Yeah.
She's hanging out of the Cargo-dramon. But also with like,
I love that she's just so casually hanging out the side of it.
Oh yeah, it's great. I'm really digging.
She's just so badass.
Yeah, I'm really digging Yulin's whole vibe. The trailer, the Ryu Senji, Jesus, the Tartarus in the trailer calls her Yuling. And I'm like, oh, that's the name we're going with, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's gonna be like Shu Chong, where she has like 3 different names.
Yeah, because she's still Shu Chong in another spelling, isn't she?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's Zhao Chang, Zhu Chong, and Shu Chong.
Yeah. There's like a version of it where it's no G on it, isn't there?
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, they just don't know what they're doing. They're spelling Chinese names in Japanese and then bringing that to English. So I suppose we can let that go. But
I would just rather them pick one and stick to it.
Yeah, because it changes constantly, and
it changes constantly in the story, and then B, the character page still has her as Yulin.
Yeah, so then when
not
the cards...
Yue Ling.
Yeah, like when the cards come out, then is it going to be a different name again?
Yeah, well, I mean, the pack her Japanese card is in comes out in like 3 days. So hopefully I pull 1 or 2 out of a box.
We'll pop that Google Translate
app thing on it and see what that
says. There's a G in there.
Yeah, but I'm really curious about how like the English version of that box is going to translate her name now, because based on how the English does it, that's what we're going to have to go with, because when the card game has kept the Japanese names or decided the English translations don't exist anymore, looking at you, Cross Wars, they've been, fairly straightforward, like, okay, well, yeah, that's how we've seen the names already. But because this isn't an anime, or it hasn't been like any sort of like manga focus or like magazines detailing upcoming episodes and things like that, we don't have like a 1-to-1 on what way they're spelling out her name.
Yeah.
So it can really, and even then, like Shu Chong kind of spits in the face of that anyway, because she was an anime character with a Chinese name, and well,
yeah.
Justice for Shu Chong. But yeah, so they call her Yuling.
They gave the poor child American porn name.
They did.
Well,
and that's why her card game name was changed slightly, I think.
It's not really porn. It's a movie about a prostitute, but still.
Yeah.
They should have at least typed that into Google.
Yeah. I don't think they were thinking about that. I think they were just trying to match the mouth flaps at the time, and Shu Chong, Suzy, it was just, it made sense.
Yeah.
So they like the so that really got to feel like this chapter is going to be the rivalry between the Digipolice and the Sons of Chaos are going to come to a head in this chapter.
Yeah, I feel like this is because Eiji, they have their third now.
Yeah.
But I feel like obviously Yulin's a police officer now. She's Digi-police. She's not going to want to be part of that.
Yeah.
So that's why all this is going down, because she knows what he's going to do if she was involved in it before.
Yeah. And it kind of confirms a thought I had, I think, back in early chapter 1, where it was like the Digipolice have Ryudamon, the Sons of Chaos have Dorumon, and Eiji is unaligned with Loogamon.
Yeah.
So he's going to be caught between the two, because they'll each have their own sort of something to gain by having 2 prototype Digimon as opposed to just 1.
Yeah, no, I feel like the Digipolice are like, they have no interest in opening this gate.
No.
Because like it says in the chapter, whoever gets in there and actually, I don't know if they have to take Yggdrasil or take control of Yggdrasil or what.
Well, they've basically amounted to like what's in the depths as the Holy Grail.
Yeah,
like,
so whoever gets it basically gets to change the whole world. Yeah,
they called it the source code.
Yeah.
And I went, oh, this is Charmed.
Yeah.
This is the source.
The source.
Yeah. There was a really good line where like Doro Greymon was like, Tartarus said to Doro Greymon, "Oh, you're a proper old revolutionary, aren't you?" And you can tell like Dorumon has been kind of studying and is learned in human culture.
Oh yeah, I was confused. I thought Tartarus was saying those lines and they'd messed it up, and I went, no, the Digimon is actually saying this.
Yeah,
okay.
which revolutionary in your history would you equate me to?
Yeah.
And Tartarus just like, no, that's for others to decide, and long after we're dead, you know. And Dorogra was like, well, I don't want to die, and Tartarus was like, yeah, neither do I. But it's like this kind of like feigning ignorance, kind of like, oh god, what have I done? But yeah,
why did I educate him so much?
Yeah. So I do like how learned Dorumon is.
Yeah, but it does really confirm that that's like, I feel like that's why when Tartarus was the one who interviewed Eiji and all that, like we know that now.
Yeah, we know that.
But like the minute he saw Loogamon, he was like, we're having him.
Yeah.
Because of that. So that's why he got in so quick.
Yeah. But, you know, that's proved to sort of work out in their perspective, because he's been a loyal soldier who effectively murdered the judge.
Yeah.
So the risk kind of paid off.
Yeah.
But
Sorry, did I interrupt you there?
No, not at all. Okay. Not at all. So like kind of continuing on with the trailer, we'll just continue this breakdown. So yeah, this gate is just like in a crater on a volcano or something. And then we kind of learn what Tartarus's aim is. It seems like a little sister or a partner who had the Black Agumon.
Yeah.
So she seems to be the one that the first DMIA case.
Her name was
Saya. Yeah.
So Saya and the Black Agumon, and that's why they're all looking for it. That explains why Ryusenji's looking for it too. If they're
like if Saya is the body in Ryusenji's lab,
it
would make sense he wants the Black Agumon to see if he can bring her soul back.
Yeah.
But Tartarus looking for that as well. If they were all part of the same team,
she's either family, like she's more than a friend, definitely.
Oh yeah,
not just part of the team. She seems to be.
She's either family or a lover or something.
Yeah. So, but if they were all kind of around the same age, and like she was, like if she was in there doing that, she's probably more lover than.
Yeah,
can't imagine she was a wife of any description, but
no, I guess
you never know.
No, we'll find out as we go on. But like, we only get an instance of her from the back and her petting the Black Agumon, and I swear the Black Agumon in this trailer, it looks like they just inserted Saya into Cyber Sleuth and rendered the graphics out in 4K.
Yeah.
Like.
Yeah. Even the background.
That background is just Eden.
Yeah.
It's just the slums of Eden. Like Agumon's eye looks like it's a different art style to Agumon himself.
Yeah.
It's more cartoony than he is, which is hilarious. But
like they edited it to make him look happier or something.
Yeah.
Like, oh, I'm getting pets.
So the Black Agumon was her partner, and she's DMIA. And we see that like they had the original like Digimon docs like Eiji had in chapter 1 as well. Oh, bloody hell. Which
yeah.
I don't want to like it's the same code on it as well. So you think maybe it's a hand-me-down? Is there going to be some other nonsense here where like there's a reason Eiji had that one? Now this goes this
auntie or something.
Well, I mean, this goes into like more of my tinfoil hat, like, you know, they've been watching Eiji for years, similar to how like Oscorp was watching Peter.
But didn't Eiji build his own?
Yeah, it could just be the parts. It could just be they had a prop and they just reused the prop. I mean,
yeah, no, I think it's like they build them the same way. Yeah. I think, but
yeah, it could just be like they're just reusing the prop. It might not mean anything, but I'm trying not to sort of book myself into a corner because I don't want Ghost Game to repeat. But I'm like, oh, it's the same. Like it's not even a different color. It's
yeah.
Speaking of different colors, we'll get to that in a second. Well, actually, one thing we do see that the Digipolice have white bands on their linkers, which is interesting. I'm like,
did we learn that already?
No.
Okay.
No, the color was never described on the bands on the linker beforehand.
I thought maybe it was in Satsuki's.
If it was, I don't remember, but it was nice seeing it that they went out and made one.
Yeah.
Because I thought when we saw I thought we were gonna get Leon's green band with the Pulsemon dim.
Yeah, because they gave us the blue one for Loogamon.
Yeah, and no, the Pulsemon dim has gone on sale and no
bands.
No bands. It's gone. So it comes out in February, I believe. I've pre-ordered mine already through Zenin, and
spray paint some new ones.
Yeah, like I'm not that I'm annoyed, but I really thought they were gonna like.
It's a missed opportunity.
Yeah, I like whatever about the Digipolice and the Sons of Chaos chips. Not come. Speaking of which, they should be out this month. Hopefully, they send that on to me this month. But whatever about those two not coming with a new linker a new BE band, I wasn't too pushed on that either way. But I've been saying for like kind of months, I wanted a Pulsemon colored BE band because the one that came with the original Vital Bracelet A doesn't fit, and B is kind of black.
Yeah, it just got discolored because of the color of it.
Because of the color of it and usage and everything.
Yeah, it's
just black almost. So I would have liked a fresh one, but now it really feels like if I want a green band, I'll have to invest in the one for Run for the Money.
Yeah.
Even though it's like it's more of a luminous green. It's more of a green for the other me than it would be like Pulsemon colored.
Yeah, because he's like, when you say luminous green, it's like more yellow, like yellow green. Yeah.
It's like it's like Pulsemon's like a neon yellowy green.
Yeah.
Where
and the one he was the poster child for this bracelet, so re-releasing that would have made sense.
Yeah, but there's a lot of people I've seen as well that are annoyed, and I don't know if I'm annoyed so much as I am disappointed. Yeah. You know, don't worry, son. I'm not mad at you. I'm just disappointed in you. The new Pulsemon dim isn't really a Pulsemon dim. It's got one evolution line, and everything else is electric Digimon adjacent.
Yeah.
Like there's no like Namakemon, there's no Shroudmon, there's no like all of the other Pistmon, all the other Pulsemon specific evolutions that they introduced in that dim gone.
Yeah.
No, maybe that's just not to make the original dim obsolete, but I pose two questions. One, is the original dim still able to be purchased separately? Two, would a new dim not allow for new sprites, new evolution requirements, or even to expand upon what's already there?
Like you have to do different things with this bracelet than you did the other ones. So.
Exactly, yeah. So I like the lineup isn't bad. There's another Kudamon line that doesn't end in Sleepmon, and then there's like Blade Kawagamon and Metal Life Kawagamon on it, and Thunderballmon, and the unlockable adventure Digimon is a Shoutmon line.
Yeah.
And it's a weird Shoutmon line because it's Shoutmon, then Cross 4, then Omega Shoutmon, then either Shoutmon D Cross or Shoutmon Cross 7. Like, that's a weird one where you could have just gone maybe Shoutmon Cross 2, 3, 4, 5 and left it alone. Or or Shoutmon King, Omega Shoutmon D Cross. Set Cross 7 if you have to, just to get enough of them. I don't know, it's a weird setup, and like I'm not annoyed that the other Pulsemon evolutions aren't there because I still have the original chip. But an updated one might have been nice.
Yeah.
Like, are those Digimon now just lost to time now? They're
like the other Gamamons.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Especially like with Dreamers also being a Pulsemon centered piece of media, it might have been nice to even like just have nods and references like to that, because they're currently running alongside each other, or were. I don't know if Dreamers is finished. I know the English version is still going up each week.
Yeah, and that's even more incentive.
Yeah, but anyway,
it's a real missed opportunity. But
so she has so she has the original. She has the doc, and that's kind of where that trailer ends. Like, it's I still can't get over that these trailers are all English dubbed, Japanese subbed.
Yeah, it's really strange.
Like,
it's like everything on it like comes up.
Like, all the purchase information and all like the auxiliary information of, read it here. Here's what it looks like on the website on your phone, and it's all in Japanese. And visit our website. Like there's one bar that says like English version available, but everything else is in Japanese. So the trailers being English dubbed, Japanese sub it still catches me off guard because I never expect it.
Yeah.
Especially then because like, Gamamon's voice actor is reading.
Yeah.
Or also Mirai's voice actor. You have Mirai read to you. Going back to Cyber Sleuth is going to be weird with that information. Or even Next Order, because she pops up in that. Maybe I could stream one of those games in the Mirai cosplay. Because the Ashley stream went well. Yeah, maybe. But so like this. Like, I'm sorry again, like, that this kind of discussion is like kind of all over the place, but there's not a whole lot to it.
Yeah, so like what I was saying then, or before, about getting through the chapter so I could say what I was saying about the end of it.
Oh yeah.
So it just ends with them running away from this battle or whatever, and they wouldn't go back to it for a long time. I thought that attack coming from that gate would be the reason that this Saya person went DMA.
Oh,
now it could continue on into that.
Yeah,
but that's not where it ended.
No,
and that's another thing I figured, that they promised Ryosenji or whatever, they agreed with Ryosenji to not go back there. To not do it because he didn't want to lose another one of them.
Yeah.
So that's what that was my interpretation of it.
Yeah, but clearly based on the Sons of Chaos's like actions, we're setting up to go back.
Oh yeah, definitely. That's why there's going to be this big showdown.
Yeah,
I think Eiji's going to be the reason. He's going to learn about this. He's going to say it to Ryosenji. Ryosenji's going to go, oh shit, they're all going to die. Sends Yulin in.
Yeah.
Yuling, sorry.
Yeah.
So then giant battle.
Yeah.
Wonder if Eiji, Satsuki, Tartarus.
So we're really not going to see Leon again until chapter 4, are we?
That's what I was just about to say. I wonder if they'll get through. And it'll just be the main characters in the digital world.
Oh yeah.
Properly then.
It's going to be such a weird Digidestin team. Because
2 cops, 2 criminals, and their double agent.
Yeah.
Oops.
No, but not even that. Like, I mean, if you look at Survive, Right? Now, look, Survive is over a year old. I'm going to talk about it as if you've played it.
Yeah.
Because I've played through it 3 times. We're going to be starting a 4th playthrough soon for the golden ending. But if you look at, like, Survive and how varied the cast's age are, like, all the way up to the professor.
Yeah.
Who is, like, partner to Garurumon.
Yeah.
Like, that's, like... I'm getting those kind of vibes because, like, Tartarus seems... Based on the trailer, the actor they got, if the actor is meant to interpret, like, age for the character, Tartarus is about, like, 40 or something.
Yeah.
Marvin
Marvin is older. They said that.
Yeah.
In one of the...
Older than Tartarus?
I don't know about older than Tartarus, but definitely older, like, around that age, because he said something about being too old for this. So,
like Marvin could be, like, 35, 40.
Yeah.
Tartarus could be 40, 45. Then you've got Satsuki and Eiji, who are 19, and then you've got Yulin, who's a Christmas cake.
Yeah.
You know, so
do you think Yulin could be related to
Saya?
Yeah.
It's possible.
Maybe that's why she decided to head up go down the police route then.
Leon is also 19.
Ryosenji's got to be what?
Well, I'd say Ryosenji's in his 60s, 50s, or 60s. I'd say he's around Tartarus's age, so maybe 45, 50, maybe into his 60s.
No, I'd say...
Oh, if he was their mentor, then maybe.
Yeah, he's got to be at least...
He doesn't seem to have a Digimon of his own, so I can't see him joining the team, so to speak.
He could be there, though, to watch it all go down, because...
But I'm just trying to think, right? So we have Eiji, we have Yuling, we have Satsuki, we have Marvin, we have Tartarus, we have Leon, we have Saya. There's 7. 7 Digidestined adjacent characters.
Yeah.
I wonder if we'll see an 8th. I wonder if we'll see an 8th. Probably not, but it is interesting that, like, those are our 7 characters, or our 7 like, you can't, like, they're certainly not chosen children, which is why I'm using the Western terminology for this. But or mind linkers.
We could have gone with, instead of Chatty Destined, we could have just gone with Chosen Chatters.
Chosen Chatters? I like that. I mean, I think
our Chosen Chatters.
Our Chosen Chatters are Chatty Destined. That's... I think either is fine, but our chosen Chatters is... That has to be that has to be like a Discord role.
Yeah.
You know, you're a chosen one. But yeah, like, I mean, there's not like, I know I keep saying it, but, like, there's really not a whole lot to this. Attack on Gate, learn about source code, get chased away by a royal knight. Like, and we don't even know which royal knight.
No, we don't. So the gate
They didn't even describe it.
No, they didn't. They just said, "Oh, it's one of them. Let's run."
Yeah.
When they got to the gate, there was hordes and hordes of Digimon protecting it. And the way I pictured it was almost like a Space Invaders. As it kept saying, it was just like more and more. What did it say? Like sprites or whatever? Said something? Go back down, I think. Yeah. There were too many of them. Their movements made it look as though sprites were flickering on a massive screen as a GPU struggled to keep up with the number of draw calls being made.
Oh, wow. Yeah. I see where you're getting with Space Invaders there. Yeah. I hadn't even picked up on that. It was an impressive optical illusion, albeit one that signaled immediate danger. Megadramon, piloted by Marvin the Songsmith. Yeah, like it's...
Yeah, like they descended like a swarm of locusts. And they do what I think...
But they all have perfect level Digimon, which is interesting. Like, none of the SOC have hit Mega level that we're aware of. Dorumon could very well be... It won't be Alphamon based on the... Well, no, Alphamon is unlockable on the dim card. He's not the... He's not the... Like,
he's not the end of the line.
He's not the end of the line, but he is unlockable, which makes me wonder, like, are we? And I still think, like, and just based on this trailer, I think maybe strengthens that theory that maybe Alphamon is going to be Tartarus's final form, because
that's how they get through the gate, because they have their own royal.
Well, they they have their own royal knight, but B, Ryudamon doesn't. Ryudamon's final form, Oryumon. You know, when they fuse, Oryumon becomes a weapon for Alphamon, similar to Eiji and Loogamon.
Yeah.
Where we know Kazuchimon is going to become a weapon for Fenrir Loogamon. So I think there is like a dynamic there that they're going to keep samesies on.
Yeah.
That Alphamon figure I got actually comes with the Oryuken, like the blade. Yeah.
Yeah, so everyone in the elite crew is an S-tier code cracker.
It's but it is like it's.
Yeah, so it just goes on. He gets this one move going.
Yeah.
Metal meteor, and that's
a massive metal sphere forms in the air, stealing the attention of the swarm of gatekeepers. And that's where Marvin's like, "Oh crap, he's not playing around. Get out of here. Retreat."
So the gatekeepers then, they all just started, like, it's like they built up to catch this thing and stop it from doing what it was doing, because there's just that many of them. But they cracked 1/3 of the gate.
Yeah,
basically, and then Greymon went, "No, can't do it now. Sorry."
Yeah. I'm one of 3 prototypes. You need the other 2, like Zelda keys. You know. But yeah, like. Yeah, like. It is just like this big attack on the gate, and then like it gets to like 30%, and the gate, and then we learn like the gate requires a tripartite key, so we'll need all 3 attributes in order to crack it. So virus, vaccine, and data, and all of them must be perfect level. So Soul Loogamon is going to be what they need to get through the gate. Never mind Fenrir.
Yeah.
So it makes me wonder, are we going to see Soul Loogamon by the end of this chapter?
Well, if they're confident enough to take on the gate, then so just how they get Ryuda, like
Dorugreimon's the data type, Yuling's Ryudamon is the vaccine type, and then Loogamon will be the virus.
Yeah.
So it remained firmly shut, like someone had placed a lid on a volcano. And that is kind of what I said looking at the trailer. It is just like there's just this gate in the middle of a volcano. And then they start talking about like it predates the wall slum, and how when human technology started interacting with the digital world, this gate went up to stop the 2 overlapping. And then Ryo Senji's like, "I'll be the one to use the source code to change."
Ryo Senji?
Sorry, Tartarus is the one like saying, I'll use the source code to change the world. Because even Dorugreymon says, well, it's like the Holy Grail, the thing with which all manner of miracles are possible, and something no one should ever possess, but it has the power to change the world. And but Dorugreymon believes it would be better than the world as presently constructed. So even Dorugreimon's like nobody should have this, but it can't be worse.
Yeah.
And I kind of get that. Like from his perspective, they're blocked out from going home. So if they can do something to change that and let the Digimon trapped on the human side of the gate go home, that's better than a world where they're just told to get lost.
Yeah, where they're just trash, basically.
Yeah. And then that's where the revolutionary conversation comes up, and then the metal meteor starts getting cracks in its own. And then one of the royal knights shows up. We don't know which one.
There, it says all wall slum Digimon were to actually give a name to the creature that was likely fighting back. So Dorugreymon knows obviously what the royal knights and Yggdrasil are.
Yeah.
So it would make sense the Tartarus would know the hell. Eiji know.
Yeah, it still doesn't make sense to me that Eiji and Leon knew what a Royal Knight was, but
yeah,
based on this, there's at least some backstory as to why Tartarus at the very and Marvin wouldn't know what a Royal Knight is.
Yeah.
They're here, Doru Greymon shouted, loath as the wall slum Digimon were to actually give name to the creature that was likely fighting back. One of the 13 Royal Knights, the guardians of Yggdrasil. And then everyone's like, get back unless you want to be DMIA, and each and every one of them knew they didn't stand a chance against the Royal Knight, not even as a team.
And the metal meteor split in two.
Yeah, and then it's just like, yeah, well, what neither the Codecracker Tartarus nor Dorumon knew at the time was that it would be many, many more years before they would attempt to crack the gateway again. So Destiny wasn't done with them yet. And that makes sense why Omegamon specifically went after Loogamon now. Because Omegamon went, prototype, no.
Yeah.
Delete. If Leon hadn't gotten in the way,
yeah,
Omegamon was like, Omegamon would have fulfilled its duty and completely ruined Tartarus's plans altogether.
Yeah. Broken one of the keys forever.
Yeah, exactly. So yeah, so it's nice that this acts as a way to fill that in and gives further context for what happened like 2 chapters ago.
Yeah. Like, because Tartarus and the Sons of Chaos have this information, is it likely that they would tell other codecrackers about the Royal Knights? And
all Marvin
don't seem to know.
Well, all Marvin ever said was, "Don't get too close to the vortex."
But I mean, that's what I mean. Did they put that information out?
I doubt it.
Or is it in their server somewhere? Maybe if you're a member, you find this out, but that still doesn't explain how Leon knows.
Yeah, unless Leon has found out through the internet, being like, because information leaks.
Yeah, I don't really know how else Eiji would have found it.
Yeah, because it's like the wording of the chapter really doesn't even give the impression that it's for the audience's benefit. You could have just not mentioned the Royal Knights, and then later on Eiji's explaining, oh, we got attacked by this thing, and Tartarus says a Royal Knight, and then you exposit about the guardians of Yggdrasil and how they protect the mainframe and blah blah blah. Still, it's a short enough read. We've kind of dragged it out because we were talking about the trailer as well, and the new dim card.
One more thing about the trailer.
Yeah.
Someone is coming to get Eiji or whatever outside his door. The voice that's playing over that, is that meant to be Tartarus's voice that they hear? Because they don't hear his real voice in the server.
No.
He's got a filter or whatever on.
Yeah, I think that's a fair assumption, yeah.
Yeah, so is he coming to Eiji's door and he's going to find Eiji like a big crying mess? I killed my bestie. I mean, I did my duty, sir.
What you guys didn't see was Meg
wiping the tears off my face,
Yeah, in a panicked hurry. But
I can't smile at the same time.
No. But so like all in all, that was kind of it. Like I'll throw up an image of the new dim card just for anyone who's curious, because we have, once again, we only have 2 new pieces of artwork.
Yeah.
None of them are fan-made mons this week.
No.
But let me just grab, here's the dim card. It should be showing up on screen now. There we go. So it won't write.
You're not clicked onto it.
Okay. There we go. So yeah, so we have the baby forms, then we got Pulsemon and Kudamon, then we have Boutmon, Repamon, Thunderballmon, Blade Kuwagamon, Then we have Bulkmon, then Boutmon, then Tillenmon or Quillenmon, depending on your translation. Then we have Gyroballmon. Then we have crap, I forgot your name again. Hold on. Kyukimon. Every time I forget what this thing is called. Then we have Metalife Kawagamon. Then we have Kazuchimon. Then we have Kitamamon. Mitamamon? Yeah, sorry. Mitamamon, Raijinmon, then Raidenmon. Then we have Fenrir Loogamon Takemichizuki. No, there's too many syllables there.
Takemikazuchi?
Yeah, Takemikazuchi. I was right. Okay, cool. Sometimes it just felt like I was saying too many. Yeah, I just it sounded like I was saying too many syllables. And then we have the adventure unlocks, which are Shoutmon Cross 4, Omega Shoutmon. Then you can either get Shoutmon D Cross or Shoutmon Cross 7, which are both fine mega levels for Omega Shoutmon. I just think instead of Shoutmon Cross 4, it probably should have been Shoutmon King. I might have actually just preferred this be Shoutmon King, Omega Shoutmon D Cross, and then you take the multipliers out of it, because aesthetically, like Cross 4 doesn't carry into Omega Shoutmon. You know, and at least then you're it's not a cross of a cross.
Shoutmon have his own dim?
No. No.
He could with the amount.
Yeah, but
and then like his crosses could be whatever line, and then the other ones on it could just be the ones that are in the crosses.
Ideally, I'd have had Shoutmon Cross 2, 3, and then 4. So child, adult, perfect, mega. But the Shoutmon Cross featuring Digimon, so Cross 3, 4, 5, like Cross 2 only gets Cross 2 is only getting its first card now. In this new set. But like all of those have such weird levels assigned to them that they all feel very arbitrary. So that's why, like, for this one, if you're going to include one of them that's crossed with something else, I'd almost rather it just be D Cross.
That's only
because that's only Z Greymon, like, and that, you know, that makes sense. Like, it's
not 10 others, like.
No. And technically Z Greymon, from a certain point of view, is a mega level because Metal Greymon is already a perfect. Created by fusing 2 adult levels. So yeah. Yeah, I don't know. I'm a bit iffy about the choices in Shoutmons here, but the rest of the dim, like, I don't hate it. You know,
it would have been nice if they at least included one other part of it.
I would have just liked something from the original Pulsemon dim. Maybe Shroudmon to go with Kazuchimon, just for, or I get why they didn't do like Namakemon or like Pistmon or the or Shakamon. I think is it Shaka? No, Shakamon does exist. It's not a Pulsemon Digimon, but it's very similar. It's a very similar similar name. Wow.
So there's a Shaka and a Shako.
Yeah. Yeah, Shaka as in like as in Buddhism. He's the
What's Shako?
Shako is the
like that's the holy teapot.
That's the holy teapot, yeah.
Well, he is he a Christian thing?
No, he's a dogu. He's you'll know. Hold on.
Is another Buddhism thing, or
he's one of these.
Oh yeah. Sorry.
He's like the little clay.
Who turns into him?
What?
Who turns into him?
It's Angemon and Ankylomon.
Ankylomon, okay. No, the Angemon kind of. Yeah. Because, angels.
Yeah. But he's a Dogu. But Shakamon is like the leader, I suppose, of the Journey to the West Digimon. So he outranks like all of them. Like the three of them, Son Gokumon, Cho Hakaimon, and the other version of oh fuck, I can't remember its name. You remember the turtle they fought in Ghost Game that was eating everyone?
Yes, vaguely. Yeah.
Yeah. An alternate version of that. It's basically just a recolor of that one.
Yeah.
Sagomon. Yeah, Sagomon. That makes sense. Because Sago from Shinzo. I should have remembered that, because that Shinzo is also Journey to the West.
Yeah.
But with aliens. But yeah, so Son Gokumon, Cho Hakaimon, and Sagomon, they're following Sanzomon. But Shakamon is above them again. It's kind of like the Sovereign, and then like their middle point as well.
Yeah.
Whose name I am blanking on as well. He was only in Cross Wars. He fused with Dorabikmon.
Oh, that thing. Yeah, he was like basically used as a horse, wasn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
God.
Brain think. Huanglongmon.
That's the one. Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, where the way Huanglongmon is like the center point for the Cardinal Digimon or the Sovereign. Yeah, he's kind of like he's above Sanzomon again then.
Yeah.
So but one of the Pulsemon evolutions is kind of like is that idea as well. It's got this. I don't want to. No, not Vishnumon, but it's.
Look it up.
I'm gonna. Yeah, I'm going to, because I feel I'll drive myself crazy.
You have with the will open.
Sorry, I also have Humulus here. So, Old City. Where are you gone? Oh yeah, sure. I forgot about like the Hammerhead Shark Pulsemon, Tempomon, which is like the one in the penguin costume. There's Climbmon, which is like a mantis that has like climbing axes for arms. Shivamon.
Shiva.
Yeah, that one. So yeah, so like I would have liked some of the sort of circling back, because I went on a journey there. I would have liked some of the original Pulsemons to carry over for this, but I get why they didn't, because these are more Seekers adjacent.
Yeah.
Which makes me feel like we're gonna see the Kudamon line in here, if for no other reason than why not just make one of the other Pulsemon lines?
Yeah. Like what about the ball looking ones?
Thunderballmon and Gyromon?
Yeah. Like they're not anything to do with that one, are they?
No.
No.
They're just electric.
Why couldn't they just
I think was Thunderballmon in one of the chapters already?
Let's see another name.
No, maybe not then. I was thinking maybe one of these like fights on the beach or something. Was he in one of them? But probably not.
No, I'm sure there would have been art on.
Yeah, but I think it's just because he's an electric Digimon.
Yeah.
I think that's all it is. It's just the theming because he's an electric Digimon.
Yeah, like they could have put in some of the other ones in there instead of him. But...
Yeah. But no, they opted not to. Which is sad, because like we've also got like Exermon, the wasp thing. And you can see where Shivamon comes from in that.
Yeah.
You can see it sort of like how these evolutions are really
like
connected.
Meditating wasp.
Yeah, then you have like the the Lydramon looking Pulsemon.
Yeah.
Runnermon.
That could have been fun.
And then of course everyone's favorite sloth, Namakemon. So yeah, like it's again. I won't.
So what's the sloth on this then?
None.
None.
No. Like in theory, like none of them have a sloth, but at the very least,
who counts as the bad evolution then?
Probably Blade Kawagamon. He's probably the one that takes least effort to get to.
Yeah.
So it's generally like the bottom of the pile is generally it's not absolute the one that takes the least effort to get to. Which if you're going Kudamon, Blade Kawagamon, Metal Life Kawagamon, that would make sense. But obviously he doesn't count on this side because he's a Jogress.
Yeah.
So you probably go Metal Life Kawagamon back up to Raidenmon.
Yeah.
Depending on what way the chain is going to work out when the dim is released.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, hold on. Let me bring up the 2 pieces of artwork we have for this week.
Yeah.
And I think we just wrap up.
We have a comment, don't we?
Oh, we do. We do have comments. Thank you for reminding me. I'm not used to us getting comments on Seekers. Because again, I really do feel like everyone just like dropped off.
Yeah.
Not that I would blame people, but I feel like we're 32 chapters into it now. We may as well keep going.
Yeah, well, there's no point in us stopping it.
As I said, we're 32 parts into it, so we may as well. Nope, Shu Yulin. They kept her name. Still says Yulin, not Yue Ling.
That's the art page. There you go.
I keep expecting that menu to be like further down. Okay, so I think we looked at this first artwork when we were like doing our own art section last week.
Oh, and we were going through Twitter.
Yeah, but I could be wrong.
I don't remember it.
But our first artwork,
Apple though, so
yeah,
not surprising if you would have seen it on your timeline or anything. Because
this,
you know what? I do recognize it. It's the one it's not actually finished yet.
That's right. Yeah.
It's part of a bigger piece, isn't it?
That's right. Yeah.
Still made it in though.
Still, well, I mean, there's Seeker's art is few and far between. They probably just went with what they could get.
Yeah, like last week when we went looking, there was this, and
we'll come back to this next time. Have an Eiji.
Yeah. Yeah, because we were saying, did we say last week about the ratings of it or the page clicks or whatever? Was that on stream that we talked about that?
I think we briefly mentioned it on the Tamers podcast or the Cross Wars one that day. But yeah, like it has been, I don't want to say upsetting, but I feel like I'm overusing disappointment today. Like the first chapter or trailer for Seekers was like 1.5 million views.
Yeah.
And the first chapter reading was like a couple of 100,000 views. And then it just dropped. Like it struggles to get 2,000 views at some point. Like some chapters might have 2.5, another will have 1.8. Like there is a contingent of people who tune in every week and nobody else cares.
Yeah, they all like all the shitty translations and all that at the start. You can see why people.
You can see why the westerns. You can see why people on the western side dropped off.
Yeah.
But those trailers are all in. Those stories are all in Japanese. It's not like the Japanese audience just doesn't care for some reason. I don't get. Now I can't answer for why the Japanese audience might not care. I don't have a contact, I don't have stats, I don't have anything.
Yeah.
But the Western audience with the bad translations, like Yulin, like we were just talking about still being a thing.
Yeah.
Omegamon's attack when he turned up being reversed, even though there are trading cards with that attack saying all delete.
Yeah.
Like that's
like there's a lot, and then when they were like, first it was machine translated and it was awful.
Yeah.
Then someone started going in and fixing it and typoing it all over the place. Like it was really hard to read.
Yeah.
So I understand why they would have dropped off and maybe gone, oh, I'll come back to it later, and then just never did.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, we were just stubborn. You know, we were just stubborn about it.
We like to be informed about if we end up not liking something.
Yeah, no, that's
like we're giving it a chance and we're enjoying it for the most part, I think.
Yeah.
Like, but like if it ends really crappily, at least we'll be informed about why it was crap.
Yeah. Yeah. If we make it to the end and can say, you know, it started well, you know, kind of dipped in the middle, came back up, and then it just wasn't a satisfying finish. At least we can say we read it, as opposed to getting 10 chapters in and going, no.
Or not reading it at all and going, oh, it's shit, you know.
Yeah. Or just worse than
Digimon.
Yeah, worse than worse than not reading it at all. At least if someone got to chapter 10 or 1.9 or 1-10, I should say.
Yeah.
Because this isn't chapter 32.
Yeah.
You know, if next week is going to be so awful for me. It's going to be 43. My Irish is really going to come out. 43.
40.
43. I'll try and dial it back. 33. I'll try and enunciate. 33. Dear fellows. I will try and enunciate for your sakes.
Or not for your, you know.
Or for the lols. Yeah. But yeah, no, it is kind of sad just to see like the drop off, like globally. Globally the drop off.
Because it's in Chinese as well. Is it in Korean?
No.
I know it's not listed there, but
no, if it was, there would be another thing here. This would be over a little bit more. There would be a toggle for it.
Let me click into the second.
Oh yeah, so let's have a look at the second piece of art, which is
blue fur
underscore.
There underscore.
Yeah. And it's just a cute little image of the two lads fighting. Yeah. Or, you know, at least
when I saw it from across the room earlier, I thought maybe Loogamon had taken a chunk out of Pulsemon because you know I was looking at the screen sideways.
Yeah, no, of course, yeah, I can see the little fire. It looks like it could be a bit of fluff or something. Yeah.
I keep taking a bite out of him and taking some fluff with him.
Pulsemon, I remember Pulsemon's tail being a lot fluffier. But yeah, it's just the two of them staring each other down. It's cute. You know, it's cute.
They're in the. Are they in the field thing? I know Kazujimon creates that. But is that what's happening?
It might be, or it might just be when they fought each other the first time.
Oh, maybe, yeah. Rocks falling down and.
Yeah, like I don't actually. You might be right. This might be the field from previously, because this doesn't look like a hangar from when like they first fought in Mugen Draymon's Russian lair. Sorry, Nation X lair. Sorry, allegedly. So yeah, like
there's text on it.
Just
it just says they're fighting.
Yeah. So let me have a look at something here. Go Digimon Seekers hashtag. Latest.
That's adorable.
That is a Bulbasaur Digimon. Yeah. I kind of love it. I've retweeted it there for you now.
Thank you.
By Villain Boom. I don't know why you're putting the Seekers tab on or Bossos. Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's Shroudmon. He's just evil Kazuchimon. The same way Parismon was just evil Globemon. Dim card.
No.
Oh, Buffyta. I think we've seen art by them before. Of Eiji and Loogamon. I like cute little Loogamon with the bone. Loogamon 3D model. Aww. Oh, that's adorable. Hopefully that makes it on for next week. That'd be cute. Yeah, Korean Noodle Arts. I'm not following them on this profile. Changing that. I ordered this sticker pack along with the Pulsemon Dim. So we'll have that in February. I kind of want to go back because they're also doing an art book.
Oh, nice.
So I want to get their art book and then maybe the other sticker set.
Yeah. Well, I already have one of those stickers.
Yeah, but then we got a whole set of them.
Yeah.
I don't have the Wormmon one yet.
Yeah, but yeah.
I think we have I think we have the Gobumon one. That came in a different order.
I think we do, yeah.
But
I'm just
I want
the
the
Lopmon.
Wormmon and the Meikumon.
Meikumon's adorable.
I don't like that the Lopmon is just a recolored Terriermon.
Yeah, but he has Lopmon's face.
Does it though?
I think it does, yeah.
It's hard to tell in that style.
I think that's more Lopmon's face than Terriermon's face. I feel like Terriermon has more beady eyes.
Okay.
People draw him with smaller eyes. Lopmon has the big sad eyes.
Oh, one thing we never showed off is like this is the awesome artwork for this chapter.
Oh yeah.
Like, this is the oh my god. This is the awesome official art for this chapter. Look, oh, he's just menacing. Yeah. He's cute but menacing. Oh, hold on. There we go. He's cute but menacing. And then like Yulin, or Yuling, I don't know. We'll find out soon. Just hello, mommy.
Yep.
She's so pretty.
Can't make her name into mommy because she's not a mon.
Sure, I can. That's your gimmick.
But no, that's what I mean. You can't make.
She's not Yuling.
She's just Yuling mommy. She's not
mommy mon. Or,
you mom. You mommy.
So yeah, I really do like this art.
Mommy Ling?
Mommy, yeah. Interesting. Unit 11, digital missing in action.
DIGTAL.
DIGTAL. What? Oh!
Oh!
I never even copped.
DIGTAL.
DIGTAL missing. How do you mess that up? How? I suppose the same way they don't have proofreaders. We know this.
Yeah, for when they're evolving in tamers, is it? That says Digimon.
Oh, that's Cross Wars.
Oh, yeah, Cross Wars. Says,
yeah. Like, and Digimon.
Like, how do you manage to misspell the title of your show?
Okay, I'm not defending it, but I understand them, because the original, before they started going with the English spelling, the original romanization for Digimon was Digimon. It was Dejimon. Digi. That was how that was romanized. So
which is weird because it's all digital.
Yeah. But I get that they replaced a J with a G but forgot to turn the E into an I. I get where that one comes from. It's still should have been proofread.
Yeah.
But I get that one. It's the what's the other one? Vondition. Vondition is green that I don't understand.
Yeah, because someone's supposed to say condition.
Yeah, but like C and V are next to each other on the keyboard, but again,
yeah,
nobody
else noticed this before it went out.
Yeah, like it should be condition is green, as in like all systems go. But no, Vondition.
Vondition.
Yeah, because that's what we say. Vondition.
Yeah.
We work in such bad conditions. This show was this series of Seekers was put together in such poor conditions. DIGTAL missing in action. Jeez. That's our episode title.
Yeah.
DIGTAL missing in action.
Spell it in all caps. DIGTAL.
Oh yeah. And if anyone in the comments then tries to correct me, I'm like, oh well, you didn't watch the whole show.
Yeah.
So yeah, no, but still great artwork. I like that. I love that they're just peering out the side of a cargo Dramon.
Yeah, and it goes with the trailer then, where she's just leaning out there. Yeah.
Yeah. It's all it's pretty badass. Like I love it.
Yeah. Like I'm looking at her and
she's hololized. That's why she's so glitchy.
I'm looking at her and I'm like, they draw her very not Chinese. If you get me?
I don't know. She just looks like an anime woman.
She does look like an anime woman, but then her character who plays her almost looks like Lucy Liu. She has a very similar style.
Oh, I get what you like. So that there wasn't like a translation of features. Yeah, and that's how we ended up with Chris Redfield being an old man.
Yeah, so but that's what I'm saying. I don't like. Why was he such a shock when she don't look like herself either?
I think it's because she looks closer to herself.
Yeah.
It's not as like stark a difference like Tartarus and Leon.
Yeah.
Like Marvin looks like himself, Satsuki looks like herself, Eiji looks like himself.
Yeah.
I think it's just
even
not a
Ryusenji. Like
Yeah, Ryu's. Yeah, like Ryu's
He's
Senji. I think
older man, like
we've seen. I think we have one PNG of Ryu Senji. I think we've a whole one PNG of him. And it's not even and it's not even like as good quality as like everyone else's.
Yeah, but he was in that picture, wasn't he?
Yeah, with the lab behind him and such. Hold on.
He look like him?
He's all
or
the way.
Am I misremembering him? Oh yeah, no, he doesn't actually look like him at all.
No. I think like doesn't like hold on, we have to go back to the future. Back to the past. Samurai Jack.
Yeah, no, I mean in the first trailer, he looks like that actor who always plays a cop, doesn't he? Oh, you know, in the Grudge. Up in the Grudge.
Oh, we've talked about this before. Yeah.
Von Karma.
Yeah. Von Karma's actor. Yeah.
He looks like him. So he doesn't look like
him
at all.
So like that translated well. But let's see, hold on. When we get Ryu Senji in chapter 1's trailer.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's that.
Right, hold on.
It's a guy who looks like.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, yeah, he's not.
He's not like completely off base. Gray hair and glasses and a brown suit. Like.
Yeah, but that.
Where is he? It's not too like red tie, green tie, but like that splitting hair is like.
Yeah, he's not too far off, but he's closer than the rest of them.
Yeah, like we're never gonna get like complete like
1-to-1, obviously.
1-to-1, but you do wonder which came first, the casting or the artwork.
Yeah, because if it was the casting, then they really couldn't draw that poorly on actor.
No.
They're going, no, he needs to be more handsome than that.
Or is it more that they got an actor that resembled the artwork?
Yeah, that's but they didn't.
No.
Someone put their friend in for it, and they went, "Yeah, okay, sure." His big weird face is in this first chapter, isn't it? Is this on screen?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Be a bit weird if it hadn't been this whole time.
No, because you just sound like a big old racist otherwise. You know, context is important. But yeah, no, I do sometimes. I do like, I mean, like they're actors, they're on screen for like 5 seconds a piece in these like 1.5-minute trailers.
Yeah. What I really meant was Yulin looks like she has much darker features. Like she has the hair, but her hair is darker. Now maybe that's the lighting, but
I see what you mean. Yeah. Where she's more blonde in the artwork.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I guess they just didn't want to get someone to like dye their hair for this, or they didn't chroma key over it, or
wigs exist.
It's kind of a
like it is brown, but it's more
orangey.
I think it's more blonde in her.
Actually, hold
on her character sheet.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna look at. Give me her well, that don't take that out of context.
What's that?
Yeah. I was gonna keep it up for like comparison's sake, but I mean she's just here. Like it is a dirty blonde kind of like like an orangey brown.
Almost like a dip dye.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Kind of like an orangey brown.
Yeah.
So but yeah, like I do wonder, like, were the actors cast to be close enough to the artwork, or was the artwork based on the acting cast? Because I know the reason.
What would you do if you found out that all of those trailers were completely AI? Would you be sickened?
A little bit.
I'd be impressed, but sickened.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like I'd be sickened because like we're already starting to see that in Hollywood, where they're just recreating actors with AI to put in scenes long after they're dead, and with or without permission.
Yeah. One would wonder then if they just took the likeness of these actors, didn't hire them, and made the trailers.
But a lot of the actors have come out and said, "I'm playing this person in Digimon Seekers," so like at least we know the actors are part of it.
Yeah.
I'd be sickened if it turned out, if it ever turned out they weren't. I'd be impressed for the quality of the turnaround in generating these like lifelike looking people. And this is going to be a hot take. It would be fitting for this franchise.
Yeah.
This franchise about the internet and the digital world that exists beyond our own, for the trailers to be digitally generated. It kind of makes sense.
It makes sense.
It's not good.
It doesn't make it good.
Oh no, I'm not like I wouldn't. I'm not condoning it or
never,
I'm not. I'd never condone it or defend it. But
and I also wouldn't put it past the company if it would save money.
Well, yeah. Well, see, there's that as well, isn't there? Like, I'm trying not to look at it from a big evil corporation standpoint, but corporations are going to corporation. But I'd be impressed. But I'd be impressed. But it would be.
Because like you're
on brand, but it would work within the context of the franchise.
And like by impressed, it would be like terrifying kind of.
Yeah. Oh,
like,
of course.
Not in awe, but not in a good way.
Not in a well done you, because that kind of counteracts the disgust of it.
Yeah.
You know, but like oh god, the technology is getting so good that they're just not going to need actors like after a while. It's like when we were playing through Mortal Kombat there.
Yeah, and some of the scenes you're like, they're just humans, right?
Yeah.
This isn't CGI at all.
No, like the computer generation is getting so good for like facial capture and things like that. Now obviously mocap is still a thing. You know.
Some of them still stare off in the distance a bit weirdly.
Yeah. But like there are certain scenes where like I'm just looking at this and going, I'm kind of creeped out because the uncanny valley is shrinking. You know, it used to be a case where it's like it was real enough, but if you came back to it in 5 years, you'd go, oh god, why did I ever think that was real?
Yeah.
You know, like Yakuza, we're playing through Yakuza 0 at the moment, and we're playing through the HD version of that.
Yeah.
And like that has a few moments of uncanny valley where it's like, oh, you look real, but I can see the computer.
Yeah. It's like, you know,
Mortal Kombat, not so much.
Yeah, you know when you used to be able to put real people's faces on The Sims back in Sims 1? And it would just be like a photograph on a head, and then the eyes would move, and it would, you know, it wouldn't look right, obviously, because it was a photograph plastered over somebody. That's what some old characters look like, but like the expressions are there, but the face is not working right.
Yeah, and I think that's why we come back to this conversation a few times, because I do feel with these trailers there is an element of, I don't want to call it chicanery, but I think there is a bit of editing.
Oh yeah.
You know, and maybe it exists. Maybe the actor is on Twitter, but I'd love to see what Leon looks like out of makeup for this. And like, no, granted, I say out of makeup. We've seen a big CGI head in the Chapter 1 trailer, and
then he steps up and waves, and that's
in the Chapter 2 trailer, and that's kind of it.
Yeah.
But I'd like to see him out of makeup to see sort of
the normal guy. Yeah, because he seems very airbrushed.
Yeah, in the trailer he seems very airbrushed. You know, so I never, like, I don't want anyone to think like we're picking on the guy. But
it's just how different he looks from the character model, and he just looks he looks computer generated.
And you know, I actually think a part of our thoughts on that are because it was computer generated in Chapter 1. Like if hold on, let me go through the Chapter 1 trailer again and find his face.
His head kind of comes up above.
He comes up like fucking Zordon or something.
Yeah.
Speaking, like, there's just on that AI conversation. I mean, there is that whole thing about Zordon where he got paid 150 quid for a day's work, and then they used his likeness. Yeah,
they used his likeness forever.
Yeah, and kind of still do, kind of, sort of.
Yeah.
So.
You know, just go to trailer, or all the trailers.
Trailer? Oh, well, it's here. So.
Yeah, his face just kind of pops up really strangely.
Hold on a sec.
Oh, is it different?
No,
it's the exact same shot.
That's Saya.
Yeah.
They've planted her in since day one.
Yeah.
We thought this was like Eiji and his doc back then. Saya's been there since day one.
Yeah.
You know what? Okay. 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 I'll give you that one. Okay, so it's somewhere around here. There's the Black Agumon.
Yeah.
Hold on.
I
just want to make sure. Yeah, right. I just want to make sure chat can see this as well.
Yeah. So the Black Agumon there seem to be going down into one of those voids. I
yeah.
guess. Vortexes.
There's Satsuki. There. Oh,
there.
Oh God.
Okay, so it's because he's what's the word? Realized.
Yeah, or hololized.
Hololized. That's the word. So he does look very edited, obviously, because
there we go. Yeah, he looks very CGI because the hololized filter is on him and his eyes are glowing like.
Yeah, like he looks like a video game character.
Yeah.
More so than the Mortal Kombat people.
Yeah, and I think this is why when we saw him later in the other trailer, we're just like, is he AI? Is he real?
But yeah, versus like the artwork, that wasn't particularly on at all.
No, it was like when we saw chapter 2 and like we saw a guy waking up in bed. I was like, new character? Oh no, wait, that's Leon. Yeah, because they just didn't do like wig and makeup to match the character art. And that's really what it comes down to. The wardrobe department has kind of failed the like how close to the artwork these characters look.
Yeah.
So it's a wardrobing issue.
I guess they're working with limited budget because all the budget goes into the animation.
Yeah. You know, you gotta, I guess, like, for something that's only like a minute and a half long, is it really, worth pulling teeth over at the end of the day? Be different if these were like 20-minute web series was a 20-minute web series that came out every week.
This shot right here doesn't look like the guy who waved.
It is. Hold on.
Open that in another.
No, hold on, because we can just go up. Oh, hold on. So this is kind of what we said as well because of the way this is all put together. I remember us saying, I said, Eiji looks like Eiji.
Yeah.
I remember thinking this was a different character.
Yeah.
I don't think it is, but I think this might be him without.
That looks like the one above, but the guy who comes up and waves, I don't know. Maybe my brain is playing it differently, but.
There we go.
Oh,
no, it is him. Like, but because this is so CGI, I think what our brains have done have taken this.
It's not even like a fisheye lens, but that's what it reminds me of. Something to that effect. Yeah.
Yeah. So I think what's happened is our brains have taken this.
Yeah.
This haunting feature.
Yeah.
And just transplanted it onto this one.
Yeah.
I'm still. Give me this stupid band.
Probably hidden behind you on the.
No.
No. Okay.
Yeah, just give me his band.
Headphones aren't even the right color.
The inside yellow is fine. They're gold, but yeah, the inside yellow.
The bracelet, his t-shirt, and that thing on his jacket match, and the headphones don't.
Oh well. Again.
But yeah.
So, yeah, okay. So I think that
sorry,
we're just.
I'm just looking down at the artwork in the chapters, going.
Right. Are we putting this conversation to bed then?
We are. We
right.
should read the comments.
Yeah. We're done scrutinizing we're done with this.
Yes.
Okay. Never again. Never again. We're done with this. We're done with this.
Until he shows back up again and he's another actor.
I walked right into that. God damn it. Okay.
But yeah, comments and then.
Alright, so let me bring this off screen here. And we'll get into to swap over to the other channel.
Yeah.
So, okay, cool. No, okay, nothing held for review. So Desmond, hi Desmond.
Hi Desmond.
Said, time for an announcement for this sussy imposter. God damn you and your Amogus references. Ali says, a useless fun fact, when Eiji or any other character are in wall slum and don't perform Mind Link, their eyes will be the same color as their partner. An example of this is in the TCG alternate art with Eiji, and Satsuki will have red while Yulin will have green eyes because of Ryudamon's green eyes.
And she has the green eyes in the artwork.
Yeah.
The DIGTAL art.
The DIGTAL art, yeah. As for Marvin, his eyes will change from red to yellow if Airdramon changed into Megadramon. That's a fun reference. That also explains Leon's
bright yellow eyes.
Yellow eyes that we just looked at and you know, carved into everyone's nightmares.
Yeah.
So that makes sense as well. That is a fun little fact that they.
That's really cool how that lined up because we were just talking about.
Yeah.
So, you know, they're things that don't look like they do, and then Ali's like, yeah, but this.
Yeah. So thank you guys as always for chiming in and listening to us prattle on. We got a comment on my original Digimon World Next Order playthrough.
Wow.
Extra 09 make Crackmon. Are you not going to continue on with this?
What date was that video?
That's not how that works. Yeah, I see it. I know where things are. I was just double checking because I've been putting the dates in the new stuff.
Yeah.
I was just curious if I was putting the dates in the old stuff. SD only, Jesus. 6 years ago.
6 years ago. Maybe go through the channel a bit further, but you don't continue on with it then either, so you don't.
The second Next Order playthrough, I can't, when we were playing through the games again in the lead up to Survive, and I start playing Next Order again. No, I dropped it because the Tamagotchi-ness of it just.
Yeah, it's just too much.
I was just like. I was spending more time in the gym in the game than I was actually playing the game.
Yeah.
And that just wasn't fun. So
maybe just let them know. This was a long time ago.
Yeah,
Oh, go back up there?
No.
No, to the description. Some clues about what to expect in Digimon Adventure. Try Chapter 5.
Yeah.
Yeah.
6 years ago. Yeah, there was a whole rumor mill of there was a whole thing about Meikumon and oh god, something about like White Fang or something. And she was meant to be part of this, like, or not part of an organization, but there was this organization that was after her. And some of these rumors that had come out, some of this May Crackmon's dialogue lined up with it. And then obviously then when Try Chapter 5 came around, none of that happened.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh, am I dealing with cutting room floor stuff here? Or did I just take a rumor at face value and go, yeah, that makes sense? Because I wanted to believe. You know. Yeah, but like that playthrough, that Next Order playthrough, hold on, let me see. Where is my playlist for that one? Probably like
6 years ago. Can you search playlists?
Well, these are all my playlists.
Those, I mean, can you search within your own playlists?
No, because I want to see where the second attempt is as well.
Yeah.
Right, so 2020 playthrough was the second attempt. And that got to Slay the Gods of Ruin. Right, there was 20 episodes of that. It didn't even finish. Started in streamed 3 years ago. So that wasn't fun. That playthrough, I just wasn't vibing with it at all.
Yeah.
Like I'd like to give it one more try, but
Yeah.
But anyway, right? So that was the 2020 playthrough.
Isn't the Switch version meant to be better for that?
It's got an easy mode.
Yeah.
So if I just replay it on easy mode just to
actually get the story up.
Yeah. It's meant to make the training easier, and there's a run feature. I know it's shocking, that like running at double speed is a feature, but
yeah.
There's the Cyber Sleuth Complete Edition. Pokemon Shield, the proper playthrough. There's Re-Arise that got to 20 episodes, and now I can't finish it.
Yeah.
I don't know how anybody was able to see this stuff. Astral Chain. Oh my god, that was a fun time. Let's Go Pikachu. That was probably one of my more scuffed playthroughs.
There's 2 Cyber Sleuth.
That's Cyber Sleuth, and that one's Hacker's Memory.
Hacker's Memory.
So, Digimon Month 2018.
Try reviews.
Oh god, I would do those again. With the way we do this for the podcast. Links all 2 videos of it. Digimon Month 2017. Oh, here it is. Digimon World Next Order, the original playthrough. 6 years ago.
Yeah.
And it goes a lot further. Extra 9. Oh no, that is the last one.
Yeah.
Oh. There should be one more part to that. After that, they released DLC for so I guess, did this person go through my entire old playlist? Oh, fair play to you if you did, because if you're asking if I'm continuing, and that's 9 of 41, that's extra 9. Like, that's the 41st video in that playlist. Extra number 9. Like, they released a DLC boss, and I kind of just never bothered. And then I booted up Next Order like a while ago to boot up my original save file. Didn't remember where I was. Didn't remember what I was raising or what goals I had. And I was just like, I have no incentive.
Your brain was just over it at that stage.
Yeah. So that was, extra 5 Beelzebumon. Is that the one that's the Tamer's piss take?
What are the extras?
They're they're just bonus missions that you get after the main story.
So those ones were all like 20 minutes, and the Make Rackman one is like 4 hours?
Half of that is probably training. Okay, so here's the other thing. I was also I think I was originally streaming on Twitch. And my channel hadn't been approved for longer videos yet. So when I was exporting out, an hour and a half, 5 hours. Yeah, anything that's like 5 hours, 4 hours, I guarantee 90% of that video is in the gym, trying to get stats up.
Yeah, I remember before you ever decided to go back to it, I think I was trying to watch through it because we'd been talking about it or something. And I was just like, oh, I'm falling asleep.
Yeah, I was falling asleep playing it. Yeah. So I can imagine that. Yeah. No, so this isn't the one. It's one of my original Cyber Sleuth streams that I think.
Oh, they had to be split into the 15 minutes?
Yeah. So when I got the complete edition for the Switch, I was so happy to just be able to do long form playthroughs on it on YouTube. But now if I was to do it, because of the censorship, I'd go back and play the PlayStation versions to get Sistermon the War. Hey Bandai! Sistermon the War! Remember her? Cowards. But yeah, I think we should probably finish up.
Yeah.
So yeah, guys, thank you for watching. We will be back tonight with Digimon Cross Wars, episodes 40 and 41. yeah, that will be a live stream, so feel free to join along and watch along with us. Hop into the chat, talk to us about your favorite Digimon, your favorite show, your favorite anything, you know, just be respectful of people in the chat, and just remember, opinions are differing and are not worth like fighting over. We all like the franchise, and you know, that's
everyone has their favorites, and not everyone's gonna like everything else.
Exactly. So, you know, show some respect, damn it. Alrighty, guys. Well, look, we will leave it there. So take care to you all. Have a good rest of your week. Thanks for tuning in, and we will see you for 3-2. Same Digi-time, same Digi-channel. Bye.
Bye.
Na 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 seekers, seekers, seekers.